Most people have noticed a decline in the quality of Australia's political class in the last few decades. Our expectation of behaviour from, let's say, senators is not what it used to be. Joining us to discuss the devolution of politics is Alexander Voltz. Alex, welcome to the show.
Hi Alexandra, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Look, Alexander, when we heard news about a senator crawling around on the grass outside Parliament, dragging an Indigenous flag across the mud, or being reprimanded at a strip club for bad behaviour, the public barely flinched. Are these the same calibre of politician that we had at Federation?
Well, I think it's interesting, why did the public not flinch? Have we come to expect this level of behaviour from our politicians? And I'll be inclined to say, yes, we have. Were they the same calibre of politicians we had at Federation? No, I don't think so. And I actually think that indeed the Founding Fathers could never have guessed that the constitution that they set up would be so abused and the parliamentary procedures and conducts and things would deteriorate to the fashion that they've deteriorated to. I don't think the Founding Fathers ever conceptualised that, and it's just a shame that some people seem to have taken advantage of loopholes that in history no one thought would ever be exploited.
Well, let's not forget that politics was a very serious business at Australia's foundation because we were a little colony at the edge of the world, and if you got things wrong, then the entire colony died. And so politicians had to be extremely savvy and consider the long-term implications of the decisions. But we've had generations upon generations of politicians who were able to coast through the system, making very little difference to Australia as a whole. Is this lack of accountability and lack of real significance for our politicians part of the reason that they don't have to perform and so haven't been?
Well, I think Australia's politicians have ridden on the coattails of Australia's success as a nation over such a small period of time. I don't know if I would say, I'm just thinking about this, I don't know if I would say that politicians aren't accountable. They are accountable. And I think what, you and I can do and anyone can make people realise that in a democracy, you can elect politicians and you can unelect them if you're unhappy with them. So there needs to be perhaps an emphasis to the constituency that if you are appalled by, say, a politician who threatens Australians out the front of nightclubs or something like that, you can actually do something about it. You can vote them out of office. That's the great strength of parliamentary democracy.